Matt is the first-time caller out of Texas. Matt, welcome to the show.
Jesse,
How you doing, Matt?
how are you, man?
All is
Good,
well.
man.
How you doing, sir?
Good, good. Hey, Jesse.
Yes, sir.
First-time caller. I had a question for you, but let me tell you a little bit. So I was raised by my mom, and my dad, he didn't really have control over the home, and so anyway, I've taken on a lot of women tendencies, and I thank you for helping me to see that.
Oh, good, man.
Yeah. But my question is, so I'm doing the silent prayer every morning and every night. So,
and Matt, no
'cause
matter
I have a lot of thoughts.
no matter what
Say that
happens
again?
no matter what happens in your life, stay with the prayer. If you have a step
Okay.
backwards, stay with the prayer. No matter what,
Okay.
I'm telling you, it's going to be amazing.
Yeah, because I got all these beta thoughts, man. I got all kind of thoughts, all kind of negative thoughts, all kind of just dumb thoughts, So I like that. I like that silent prayer.
Are you realizing
But,
that your thoughts are not your own, and that you don't create thoughts and they're not from God?
Yeah, it's. I mean, it's kind of almost to me like demonic. You got these crazy thoughts going on that aren't even real. They're just
That's
really
right.
from Satan and his children.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So I had a question for you. About 4 years ago, I was dating a girl who I really liked, and I wanted to marry her. And I made the mistake of telling her a problem. And I know you say never, ever, 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 but never tell a woman your problem.
Never, ever,
And
ever, never do that, man.
Yeah, and so I just
We
had
have
a
some
question for
T-shirts.
you.
We have some T-shirts right now. Are they on Jesse Lee Peterson, James, or Bond? Jesse Lee
What was that?
Peterson.
Oh, yeah, T-shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Never, ever, ever, ever. On the front, it says, never, ever, 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 never, 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 but never. And on the back, tell a woman your problems.
Yeah. And I did that. I made the mistake of doing that. And she, didn't trust me. She, broke up with me pretty soon after.
Yeah.
And I was a beta.
Yeah.
And so I just had a question for you, whether from your experience or from other men experience that you talk to, what are some examples of things that you should never tell a woman?
That's a good question. Number one, if you have, let's say you went off to work this morning, you return home at 5 o'clock, whatever time, and you had a rough day at work. When you walk into the house, hey, honey, how was your day? All is well. It was fine. And no matter what happened at work, do not tell her about it. She cannot handle it.
Okay.
If you cheated, men should not cheat on their wives, but if you happen to cheat, you should not ever tell your wife, your fiance, or your girlfriend, because you should just stop and don't do it. It's wrong to cheat, right? But if you give in to temptation, never tell a woman about it. Don't tell a therapist woman. Men don't have an business seeing therapist women for therapy anyway. But don't tell them, because once you tell them, they will judge you and never trust you again. They'll say, "Oh, honey."
That's exactly what happened to me, man. It was real quick, too. Yeah.
So you cheated on it, and then you came and told about it?
Yeah, I mean, it was some sexual stuff. Yeah, it was some cheating stuff. And I don't know why I told her, but I felt like I should, I guess.
What made you feel that way? Men at one time knew not to tell that because they knew the woman is not in her nature to handle that.
I don't know, man. I mean, it must have been, I don't know. I was a beta, I guess.
What has happened is that men have allowed women to convince them to tell them all their problems, cry on their shoulders, and because men are becoming beta males, and they have allowed their mothers to convince them to tell all their problems to her and to other women, and now not understanding that these women is not built for that. It's not in their nature. All they're going to do is judge you for it and hold it against you for the rest of your life. And so if you have an issue that you're dealing with, you should just get over the issue or talk to an adult male that you trust, and they'll point you the way to how to get over it, and you should be done with it. but never, ever, ever. Even if you're into watching pornography or whatever, just cut it out. But do not tell your woman, your wife, because she would never. Now you have to report to her. She won't trust you at work.
Yep.
She'll put
Yep.
she'll put one of those little devices on your phone to follow you. She will check your phone. You can never prove to her that you're not doing that anymore because it's not in her
really,
nature.
it's like bad. Really, it's like bad for her if you tell her that stuff.
Right,
I mean,
that's
it's
what
like,
I'm saying.
then she
That
has to go into that crazy mode, and it's like almost negative for her even.
yes, it is because a woman cannot handle a man's problem. They can't even handle the problems of children. That's why God put together man and woman, and the power's in the man. So if you had kids with your wife and you went off to work, when you got home, the wife is supposed to report to you what happened between she and the kids, and then you're supposed to deal with the kids. It's not in the wife's nature.
Okay. That makes a lot of sense, man. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, Jesse, I love you, man. Thank you for helping me to get on this track. And, yeah, man, I'm going to keep doing that silent prayer.
Yes.
And you're the man.
That's right. And I want one other thing is that a lot of men have been convinced to tell women about their issues, and they say, well, if you don't tell me, you're not being honest. You're not being honest. Don't fall for that either. That's a setup too. You need to be honest with God, with yourself, and be a right kind of man. Don't cheat on your wife, and things will be well. But I tell you, if you tell her, it is over.
Okay.
How old are you now, Matt?
I'm 29.
Okay. Well, you'll be fine. You're still young.
Yeah.
Well,
thank you, Jesse.
Yeah, I appreciate you calling, man. And just remember, don't let any woman convince you to tell any of your business to her.
Really, it's on me to change that and fix that anyway. And I shouldn't have done that in the first place, but yeah, never tell it, right?
Yeah, and don't try to go back to her because she's not going to ever trust you.
Nah, she's already gone. So.
Yeah. Women look up to men as men look up to God.
Okay.
All right. Good call, Matt. Thank you for calling.
All right. Thank you, Jesse.
All right. God bless you, man. Call me again.
All right, have a good day, man.
Okay.
All right. God bless. Thanks.
All right, buddy. Amazing. Men, don't be a girl. Be strong. You are the light of the world and the salt of the earth. What good does it do the light if you're going to go and put it out by telling your woman? Beta!